Alright boys, we're back with another frickin' video. This being our second of this type. And since the first video, a few of you asked me to do a VOD review of an Asmo game, which here we are. This is my most recently played game on him. And I think it does a good job overall showcasing this hero's ability to cause havoc and a lot of macro difficulty for the enemy team without actually having to, sacrifice your life. I know a lot of people like to just run at keeps and throw their life away for 3,000 building damage, and honestly, it's sometimes good, but most of the time I don't like playing like that. If I'm not absolutely securing a building, I'm not giving up my life, because this hero's macro, he's like a walking lava wave eventually in the game. So we'll get to that eventually. I think I get to that point in this game, but having said that, I haven't rewatched this game yet, so my assessment could be wrong. And maybe I'll find rotations and stuff I could have done better, but who actually knows? I guess we'll know soon. But yeah, this is super raw, so here we frickin' go. But first off, let's look at the players. This is a super high level GM, Smurf. He's usually very top of the leaderboard when he tries to rank. Super good player. Won't say his name. He doesn't like getting exposed, even though everybody in the world knows who you are. It's not like it's a secret. Playing May. Also, before we actually do that, when I play Azmodan, I like assessing the enemy team's strength and weaknesses versus my hero. So for example, heroes that can cause difficulty for me, like heroes I have to be hyper aware of, which would be like a Genji or Zeratul or something of the like, which will cause trouble for my hero in rotations. Like for example, I have Tracer on my team, it would be annoying. But their team, May, kind of annoying, can't really solo kill me. If they have another hero with them, it can cause problems. They're like kind of good at soaking-ish, so not too bad. Junkrat can keep up with my wave clear once we get to the wave clear level, which we'll talk about in a bit. D.Va, I don't know, D.Va, kind of annoying, like definitely can't do anything to level 10. Bunny Hop could make things annoying, could make it so someone else can come in and help kill me. Like D.Va and May together could probably kill me, but alone, not that big of a deal. Probably can't keep up with my double soak, again, once we get there. Raynor, this is an NPC hero, useless. And Karazim, annoying once level 10. I mean, it's gonna punch me a lot, but probably can solo kill me. Comboed with like a D.Va or May definitely can kill me, but alone these heroes aren't too bad. Junkrat probably being the biggest annoyance. Just if he goes the right build, he can like eventually deal with my macro and deal with my double soaking. But now let's look at our team. We have a Gazlo, kind of useless, doesn't really do anything with my hero. Can kind of help me soak early game. We don't really have any other heroes, so ideally as Asmo, I probably, like, if I'm double soaking early game to get early stacks, this is the one hero on my team that can help me the most. Since with his E's and his W's, he can actually like AoE down a wave with me to help me get stacks. Rhaegar, he's decent too with the lightning shield if I time it right. He's our main camper this game, so his duty is mostly that. Tracer basically does nothing with my hero, no synergy at all. Same with Diablo. No help for stacks early game. These heroes basically non-existent as far as I'm looking to do anything with them. So, alright. Forget who's playing what hero. Notable names. Rat. Smurf galore. Legacy. Alright, let's start the game. Also, shout out my boy who gave me a Chipotle gift card right here on Junkrat. So, let's see here. So, level 1, like I was saying earlier, we don't really have great team help for gaining stacks. So, just getting like a little bit amount of stacks, like every wave, like every time I hit Q, ideally early game in this type of game where I don't have like a Johanna to help me stack, or your other hero for hyper clearing. I'd probably want to get like, I don't know, 4 to 6 stacks a Q. Like that's probably okay. 8 or more is great. 4 or 6, but like killing 1 creep plus signing a hero, killing 2 creeps plus signing a hero. Like this is not a great game for me early game. So I'm not expecting to have that many stacks by level 7. And why I say level 7 is we will see in the game once I hit level 7 how fast you're able to stack on your own, which is the single most important talent on this hero. Especially when it comes to double soaking and macro and stuff, this talent is just insane. It's so good. Which being the level 70, but you know, we'll see that eventually in this game. So right here, first Q of the game, horrible Q. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. I'll just walk up and get the guaranteed damage on the wall. Basically negligible. Sometimes you're able to get some hero stacks. This one was really bad. I saw these heroes. This was just a horrible Q, complete waste. I could have got 4 stacks here. Just really bad. Don't do that. I like 50-50, sometimes cast on one, sometimes I don't. But ideally I'd have casted on them, gotten 4 stacks, and then held my Q for the next wave. So you can get stacks on heroes plus wave. I think in this game I cast it on the wave plus the heroes. I think I get an okay amount of stacks my first Q. So like here, we don't really have anyone to help me. I'm just going to try to take what I can get. I think when the heroes clump, and I get a couple creeps too. I got 10 on my first. That's pretty good. My Gazlo died. LOL. Feels bad. I'm pinging my team off so I can try and get stacks on this. Because getting these early stacks is so important. Did I mess that up? Nope. So I got 6 stacks on that one. That's like kind of what I'm aiming for. Because again, I don't have anyone really 2 stack with me, but we did well. 16 stacks after the first group wave, basically. Pretty good. So we'll get to the stack count that we're like happy with around level 7. So let's see here. What do we do? Just, yep. 6 stacks, like I was saying. That's like fine. So our Rhaegar's gonna go do the camp. Our hero doesn't really do the camp, so we're probably not even going over there. I'm pretty sure we don't. That's Rhaegar's job. We could go over and like barely assist, like after this group wave. We actually did great there. We have 34 stacks this early. This is actually super good for our team composition. So I should have just gone to the camp and helped him here, but I went top to like maybe get some stacks. Kind of wasted some time. It was pretty bad. Just absolutely did nothing there. Like something you never want to do in any game is just like, how much time did I waste there doing absolutely nothing? So like 114. And then I'm just spinning in a circle. I should have just ran to the camp. I was being greedy and hoping I get some stacks top, but that just didn't work out at all. And then I didn't want to waste my Q on the camp because I want the stacks mid. Or at least have the option to get the stacks mid because it's super important for our stacks. Like we got 4 there. That's fine. Especially when our Q will be up again for this creep wave. So it's not like the max amount of stacks we're getting for this creep wave. He probably should have booted me there. It's pretty bad. How many do we get here? We get 6 there. Like 4-6, that's like kind of what you're aiming for. We're doing pretty good so far. Having 44. The number I look for to having like an okay game, a game where I feel like it's pretty good, I look for about 70 stacks by level 7. Anything more than that, you're doing really great. Having 60 or low 60s, you're like okay. So 70 is like, I'm doing good. Anything less, if you have like 40 stacks by level 7, you're kind of miserable. I mean, you're pretty miserable actually, not even kind of. But that's kind of the baseline you're looking for, is about 70-ish. 70 plus minus 10. Sometimes when I played like a Johanna, I've had like up to 100 or even more than 100 by level 7, which, I mean, that game was just a runaway because I was stacked so fast. Like, you'll see what happens once this hero gets stacked. It's just so stupid. So oppressive. This diva just hardens for no reason. Love that. I think we only got 2 stacks there, the creep dead, but we were aiming for 4. I'll post the build somewhere in this video. Maybe I'll post the build. I don't know where. Maybe in the comments. I don't know, we'll see. So what are we doing here? I think our camp's gonna spawn soon, so I'm just gonna try and get the stacks here. This is really good. We got a lot of stacks here. So we're already at 62. We're already doing great. This is a great start for us. So this map, I mean, this map you kind of just do nothing, by the way. Like, there's no thoughts on this map until at least the objective spawns the first time. And even then, I think in this game specifically, nobody caps this objective for a long time. So people just like tend to ignore it, at least at this level. There's no reason to like go force a fight or do anything yet. We're at 74, we're doing great. The camp spawning, I want the top soak first. I'm pinging Gazlo to go do the camp, which he's the best helper in this game because his turrets and his AoE. He actually helps me get these, so I was pretty happy he didn't. I'm at 88 and I'm at level 6. It's kind of insane. I'm like almost near the 100 that I was talking about. See, this time I have nothing to do. You know, last time I said just don't stand there AFK doing nothing. That's just like bad. Like even coming over to help him laser this one is pretty good. Like even if that only saves 2-3 seconds, you can save 2-3 seconds over and over and over, and you end up getting ahead in some rotation, which can lead to a kill and advantages. So here I'm just again going for stacks. That one was pretty bad. I only got 4 stacks. I queued too early. Kind of bad. Alright, power spike time. Level 7. So let's see, we had 92 stacks at 348. Let's see how fast we get to 200. So I messed this up. Am I Q one shot? How did I mess this up? Am I Q? So normally, basically what you want to do is just want to Q and then E the globe minion because it'll explode the whole wave. And here my Q killed it and I didn't E it fast enough, which sometimes you can get the E off while the Q is in the air. So you have to be like really fast when you're doing that. I just was being lazy. So I didn't actually get that and I actually missed. Technically, I think I missed 1 stack because I got 2 stacks off hitting my E on him, which I wanted to have. So not big of a deal, but still kind of pissing myself off. See, like there. How many stacks did I get here? This is insane. What did I say? 348 I was at 92? Let me just write that down so I can reference that later. 348, 92 stacks. There, let's see how fast we get to 200. So here we got, what do we have, 98? We got 18 stacks. Diva died in an embarrassing manner. It's so unlucky. See, if I had 200 stacks here, because what happens when you get 200 is your E is longer, this guy dies every time. So, kind of a reason why we want to get to 200. It makes our E's much stronger. No, he still dies. We killed him. Wonderful. Love that. And we're at 118. I think here I should get most of the wave. Yeah, E'd the range this time because I knew it was going to kill the globe minion. So I think now the objective is spawn top. We're just going to ignore that. Alright, I'm telling Legacy about some bug abuse on Rhaegar right now. Ignore this. Literally wipe this from your memory and type anything. So about a minute later, I already got, what's this? What's 138 minus 92? 46? I got 46 stacks in a minute. Pretty dumb, because I'm just going to keep getting 14 stacks over and over. 152. Our Gazlo died. That sucks. I'm still just going to ignore that. My goal right now is just get 200 stacks, get us level 10. Even if they get the objective, my hero is so strong at clearing waves and stuff, like we're barely going to lose anything. Oh, I timed my bet here because I should have dunked this. I went for the stacks instead of getting the kill, and I could have got the kill, which would have been much better because I only got the range minions there, so I lost out on a kill for like 4 stacks. Pretty bad. We're back hyper clearing. One thing I like to do, which I almost see nobody do, is you want to soften these melee minions up, especially when you're doing like this type of clear. So a lot of the time I like to like auto once or twice plus spawn my minion, because it gives enough damage for me to get all those stacks and clean up. So my minion will kill one, then I'll kill one, and I'll get the whole wave. So I got 14 stacks there. We're gonna go back bottom. Rhaegar's gonna do the camp. So our goal right now is just hyper double clearing, and like nobody on their team can keep up with me at this point. This guy missed the damage reduction, pretty bad by him. Like when you're playing against, I hate telling people this because people always. Alright, I'm not telling you guys some super secret tech. Forget that. To annoy Azmo. I've told few people and they use it against me. Should I tell you guys? Alright, I'll tell you guys. There's something that's super annoying for Azmo. I can't believe I'm telling people this. Hopefully people that play against me don't actually watch this video. Is when you know he's coming to Q and E this, if you just stack on top of the thing, stack on top of the globe minion, the one you know he's probably going to E, the clamping prioritizes hero over creeps, so a lot of the time they'll end up eating you and not the globe minion, and it prevents the explosion from killing the creep wave and prevents the stacks, and it's really annoying. Please nobody tell people that. Except for those of you trying to get good at this hero, don't tell people that play against me, please. I don't want people to use that. It's super annoying. I do that against Azmas, and it's really obnoxious to play against. So we're about 2 minutes out from 348, by the way, where we had 92 stacks. We've gained about 100 stacks in 2 minutes, a little bit over. And I think we finished our 200 here, which is just like insane. Like we're so fast right now. Yeah. So this is what I was talking about, where I weaken the melee minions. This one I knew I was 14 away, so I really wanted to make sure I got all of them, because getting your power spike for your quest complete is super good. So I'm exactly at 200. And I'm really far from the fight, so I just decided to ult this wall. Which, I know I'm going to get macro value doing this eventually in the future. In the past, I would say this is horrible, but they like kind of nerfed the drop damage in general on this ult. No ulting for a wall, in my opinion, is fine. When you're sieging, eating the gate splashes to both towers. Super nice. That's obviously post level 7. My tracer's dying, whatever. So here I greed out a wave. I know there's no way they'll ever get to me here. I'm just going to explode that, and then I'm going to hearth with mana. With mana, 4 mana. I'm at 214. I created a lot of pressure on that fort. Enemy team had an opportunity probably to get the objective, but they didn't. So we're doing super good right now in general. So again, as me, Azmodan right now, I have so many stacks. I don't even care if we lose the objective. My goal right now is to just keep our experience up, clear as many waves as I can, be super annoying. We're getting close to, not close, but like kind of close to where our Q is just clearing every wave, which I'm pretty sure I get that there in this game. So it's just hyper clearing wave after wave. Did I not leave with full mana? No, I didn't. So I wanted to get back on the map as fast as possible. I didn't leave this with full mana, and I knew I would just tap for mana, which some might see it as a complete waste, but I value my time on the map, especially when I know that as a team fighting comp, our comp is much worse. So when I'm not on the map, like they're not dealing with me and they have more chances of group. So I just want to be on the map as much as possible, creating as much pressure as much as I can. So this is an important breakpoint, by the way, when your Q starts one-shotting the globe minion. We kind of talked about this earlier. Is you're going to have to either weaken a melee minion, which I think I could have eaten the melee minion here. Yeah, I could have. See, like this one wouldn't explode and wouldn't die in time, but if I eat this one, it would explode. But generally, I just go for the ranged ones, because the ranged ones will like always explode. Got my stacks. All right, I'm out. Ooh, Legacy barely lives here, which is super good, because means less odds of us losing the objective here. Wonder if Gazo lives. Probably not. Oop, looks like he's going to. He stunned them in the mud. My hero is contributing nothing to the team fight, which I don't really need to. Gonna put her in an annoying Q. That was actually a pretty big damage Q. I pushed him away. Pretty good. By the way, this hero is capable of team fighting. It's just... Ooh, we killed May. Nice. It's just his team fighting isn't really that great until a bit later, which is generally level 16 when he gets a pretty big spike. And I'll explain why when we get there. I don't know if I do that this much this game, but... Alright, so let's rewind a little bit. We cleared midwave, right? Yeah. We cleared midwave. We checked to see... This is like another thing, by the way, you can do on this hero, if you guys have gone this far. If you like to check on the minimap, you can look at your minions to see where the enemy minions are, since they're identical in their timings. So I know that the minions here are like kind of far behind. So I'm just like, let's say they were past the fort. As soon as they killed that wave, I'd probably have stayed mid for the next wave. But now I'm going to go bottom. I know there's 3 heroes top. I know Rainer's mid. Was it Rainer? What hero was that? It's a Junkrat. Sorry, Junkrat. Which, he is the only hero that can match me. May is dead. He should probably come down here and defend this. Like, generally, you want someone kind of like matching Asmo. I figure you probably wouldn't. I'm going to ult this and get some value. I know my eyes right now are constantly checking the minimap to see if I'm being ganked. The hero I'm actually looking out for the most right now is probably Diva. since D.Va is the natural offlaner in this game, it's probably the hero that is going to be responding to me the most. So I know I'm pretty safe here. I get a fort, which is just like, we're getting to the point where this hero is just going to be insane to deal with. Not quite there yet, but we're at 264 now, so about 3.5 minutes we got. I messed up here, by the way. I meant to eat the ranged. This is what I was talking about the clamping. My cursor targeted May when he walked over it, so I didn't get the stacks there. Kind of pissed me off. It ended up being, you know, whatever. But that's what I'm talking about, where if you can stack at like the timing where you know Azmo's gonna E, you can kind of annoy him like that. Oh, I hate that. It's so annoying. So what are we doing here? Just I'm leaving. I'm gonna be super annoying macro wise. I know that I literally see all 5. I should be picking my teammates back or telling them I'm bottom. Like, this lane being pushed out is so annoying for them to deal with. They have to go so far. Like, Gazlo died. That's fine. We're approaching like critical point in the game for our stacks. We're almost there. I'm literally just queuing for stacks. We killed the D.Va. I'm just piecing out to go stack because I know I'm approaching this breakpoint. So I don't know the exact stack count, but I know it's roughly like 310 plus. Obviously, it depends on the time in the game and stuff, and like minion creep HP and PR level and scaling and stuff. But at about 310 stacks or so, see how low these range minions are? At about 310 stacks or a little bit more. I don't think I have enough after this. You start one-shotting the range minions, and then once you do that, you can just start. You don't even have to go to the creep wave anymore. You just queue from like a lane away, and you're just lava waving every creep wave. And this point in the game is when your hero is just so hard to deal with. So we're just pushing. We're gonna cast our ult. We're just gonna leave. We don't want to die. So I have 310 right now. I don't think I have enough to kill the range minions. They're like literally gonna be 1 HP, and it's gonna piss me off. Yeah, I got 2 stacks. It's annoying. I went to go check the range minion HP. And so we're just going to help a little bit here. See, look, literally 1. But after this queue, I'm going to have the critical point in the game where I can just queue every wave. We're about 6.5 minutes later, and we've already gained 250 stacks. And we're at the point in the game where our hero is just dumb. Pirates inting here, and this is wonderful for us. Any kills you get, any kills your team gets, or if they ever win a 4v5, or they ever just like don't die when they're not dealing with your hero, is so much advantage for Azmodan because you're just macroing like crazy. Like Azmodan's pressure on the map is worth at least a kill, like most of the time. If your team isn't dying and they're just surviving and they're not giving up like big things, like they're not just giving up a fort or something, you're gaining insane value on this hero. It's just so overpowered. Like, see, we one-shot the range minions. So we're gonna run mid. I should have pinged my... Did I ping them off? Nope. And they left it though. Thank you guys. So we're also approaching the level 16 power spike. And this is what I'm talking about, where my hero is just going to queue the... And I just leave. Fade away. Don't even look. This is also where I'm talking about. I look at the waves. I see this wave is coming again soon, so I'm just gonna wait for the second wave. My team, as long as they survive, they're doing perfect. Yeah, maybe not so perfect there, but that's okay. We're creating... Like, look at the XP. They got a kill. And we're perfectly... They got an XP spike. We get XP spike. Like, they barely got more XP than us, but now they have to deal with this. Like, they could 5-man this objective and no more dying. These deaths are just kind of neutralizing all the pressure I'm creating. But look, we have gained XP since they got a kill because we're just so annoying. We actually got the cap before them. Damn. I think Q almost got off. Or E. So the reason why the E at 16 is so powerful, every time it procs, it's going to spawn your W, one of your Ws, and then with their talent build. I don't have the talent build on the screen, but I guess I'll post it in the comments or something. We take the level 4. Actually, let me pull it up really quick. Let me go to a website that has Azmodan. Azmodan Heroes of the Storm, and I'll just show you guys really quick. Does this have his things? Oops. Yikes. You saw that I have like a gazillion unread emails on that email. Pretty cringe. So obviously we take this talent. And then after you get 200 stacks, your E range is increased and your warriors are stronger. So their move speed, they're chasing people down faster. The attack speed, kind of negligible for team fight. For sieging is pretty good. And then we take this one, which makes them tankier and last longer. And then we take the 13 that makes them slow nearby enemies. So it's an aura. So they're chasing people and slowing them. So they're at 120% movement speed and heroes will be at 80. So they're always on them and they have more health. So they're tankier with the armor. Then once you get this, or sorry, not this. This is the 13E. The 16E, this one. You spawn one of those warriors. You spawn your W. So it's kind of like Zool skeletons. Like when you have the Zool slow, you basically turn into Zool once you cast a 16E on someone. And since those warriors last so long and are extra tanky, it's super annoying to actually like deal with them. Like you have to waste spells on them. Like autoing them is pretty annoying. And they like actually do not significant damage, but relevant damage. And they're slowing you. They're super annoying. People ignore them. And also when this completes, your other W as well also gets the aura. And obviously they're slowing and they have move speed. So it's pretty obnoxious to deal with. Also when you're sieging, every time you complete a W, pretty much every time you complete an E post 16, you want to have your W ready for that bonus damage in pretty much every situation. So if I had actually gotten that E off on Junkrat, he would have taken a lot of damage. His whole team would have taken so much damage here, by the way. And that warrior would have been spawned, would have been super annoying for them. So what even happens here? I don't even remember. I know we have the objective capped. I probably honestly just ignore this because, I mean, I'm Azmodan and I have 2 heroes dead, so I'm not going to go defend my objective for in the hopes that we don't, God, my hero is so annoying. Look how much pressure we've created in this bottom lane. I don't think anyone on our team has even gone to this lane like the entire game, right? Like literally this is just all us. From the beginning of the game, from that first ult, taking that fort. And taking that fort, I knew this would eventually turn into this, where we can continuously pressure that lane safely. Just with their Qs once we get to that breaking point of like, 310 plus or whatever. Bye bye pirate. Our Qs, how much damage do our Qs do now? Teamfight wise. By the way, in teamfights I prioritized landing my E before a Q, always. 743, we're actually chunking. Right here. We'll see the crits. This is the crits from our E. So you always want to cast your W after you complete your E. On buildings, on heroes, on anything, because it's a lot of damage. I was highlighting how much soak is in this game between me and my teammates. I think I'm at like 50% right now. So pretty much right. This is 10k. Yeah, they're like 20.5 and I'm at 20k and I've doubled their Rainer. I have more than any 2 combined heroes on the enemy team, basically. I mean, these have more barely, but like this macro is just insane. Like this is why you don't actually have to run it down to create insane macro pressure. So again, we're just shoving that lane. I probably could use my D better in general. And here we're just little minions are slowing. I wish the minions would keep up a little more. I honestly wish they just wouldn't even auto attack, they just follow. And look how much damage we did. We did 900, 1600. We did almost 2000 damage to that guy basically with an E and a Q in a macro build in a game where we were just macroing. So this is the first objective of the game. We basically secured the top fort. We've secured the bottom fort ourselves. We are the objective this game, essentially. We get these kills. I don't know what they were doing, by the way. This out there literally just trying to kill this Diablo. There's literally anything though for this. It's insanity. How much pressure we create here. And we're still like one-shotting the whole wave, essentially. It's just dumb. We cast our E for siege. Put our W down. Leave. I think this game, the enemy team Junkrat should have gone W build. Because he knows Azmo's in the game. Also, our comp is like, we have a gas and stuff. Like our comp, we're probably not like ever team fighting. We're just gonna kind of do what we did this game. I mean, my teammates died in some unlucky moments. But they also survived a lot in moments where if they died, we would have lost the objective. Like even in this game, if we had lost the objective, like I was saying earlier, my hero hyper clears so much and I had so many stacks, it's not even a worry. We're just like gonna kill the creep wave, and like the objective with heroes behind it is kind of annoying, but I mean for the most part they're gonna be split up anyways. Like 1, 2, or even 3 heroes by themselves pushing with the objective and no creeps, it's not even gonna take a fort if we respond properly. And if they do end up pushing 5 in a lane, if I'm there, the creep wave's gonna die. We can just like put 3 heroes there and we're not gonna lose anything, most likely. But we're just running them down here. I ulted mid, then immediately went bottom. On this map, you need 2 keeps to end generally, so I would have probably done this on any map, but and I think we just win off literally the first objective. Is this the first objective of the game? This is literally the first objective. This whole game we spent macroing. My team didn't feed for the most part. Maybe a little bit sometimes, but it was okay. It wasn't a big deal. I was keeping us up on experience the whole time. Just like an insane amount. I'm actually gonna rewind. Am I the only hero that touched the bottom lane this entire game? And yeah, I think we just win here. So this is a pretty good example of why I was literally 100% kill participation, by the way, which is kind of insane. I had 100% kill participation in this game. What the So I was on every kill, but also macroing more than any hero in the game times 2. More than any 2 heroes in the game combined. Thank you for Azmo. Yep. The 55-48 game. So, yeah, this hero is really dumb. I don't know how fast I can go through this game. Alright, let's see, level 7. I know Tracer was down there at the beginning, but I'm gonna skip through this really quick. Does anybody go to the bottom lane the entire game besides me? After that? Literally, I don't think a single time. Besides the end push, of course. Nope. Literally not a single hero. We created all that pressure by ourselves. Just queuing the waves, using our trait, being really annoying. Once the fort was down, and like my team realized our win con. I don't even know if they realized the win con, they just weren't dying. Good job, team. This game is really difficult for them. Cause yeah, we just macro and win. So nope. This hero is broken. Play it in your games. You can solo win your game by barely even fighting. Sometimes your team will mauled, especially at the higher rank because they have Azmo, but that's just because they don't understand the hero's capabilities. And just think about it. He's Lava Wave on a stick. Lava Wave is so annoying to deal with. He wins so many games by itself because people just don't macro. So if you can do that off your basic ability, at least like half a Lava Wave, you're killing 1 wave like every, 10 seconds? It's pretty overpowered, so yep. This hero is pretty good. I'm going to finish rambling now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe and comment, and let me know what I could do better in the next video. Because I don't know if this is the best, I don't know if this is helpful, but some people said the last one was, and maybe this one's a little bit better than the last. That's all we can hope for, right? So peace, I'm out, later. Yo, this is a raw cut. Raw cut. This is the only cut of the video. I'm pausing here to show you guys the builds of the game. You guys can copy my build. I forgot to talk about the 20. The 20 is insane in team fights. It wasn't relevant in this game, but it makes it so when you complete your Yona hero, it reduces the cooldown and makes you a team fighting monster. I would just spam this on the Mei all game and he would be really annoyed, or the D.Va, and they would just get absolutely dunked on by Asmo E's, spawning the W's, and just resetting the whole game as long as someone doesn't interrupt. If you play against Asmo, interrupt his E post 20 every time, even post 16 if you can, because it's really overpowered. Okay, I'm out. Peace.